We should have seen this coming from a mile off.
Yeah, I'm ignorant for not knowing who he was.
I mean, we might as well finish with a little clip of a different sort. Obviously, the transfer season is not concluded this year completely. Ineos Grenadiers, we're looking at you. But in terms of last year's transfers and performing this year, who do you think has been the best transfer, or is there anyone that really stands out for you? Obviously, Adam Yates stands out, podium finisher, winner of a Tour of Romandy, etc., signing from Ineos Grenadiers to UAE. Why did you let that happen, Ineos? But yeah, anyone else we can throw in the hat or in the ring?
And we have to throw in Adam Yates, yeah, as you said, third place at the Tour de France. He's had more Grand Tour stage. Well, he's had a Grand Tour stage win, a yellow jersey stint as well at the Tour de France. It really is sort of a year to remember for him. Pretty neat, you must say. I'm going to throw it into the ring. That's more of a teammate one. Attila Valter. He's the most successful teammate of the World Tour this year in terms of like assists. Like he was on the team of the winning rider the most out of any other rider on the World Tour this year. So that definitely has to go down as something. I think he really stood out this year, Valter, as a rider who's definitely stepped up a level. He was good at Groupama, but this year he was so much more like present. Maybe it's a Hungarian national champions jersey, but you could see that he was definitely stepping up as a rider and as a world-class domestique. I really hope to see him next year at the Tour de France.
Groves as well. It's a big one. Of course, he won a stage for Giro, won a lot of stages at the Vuelta. So, when you take a guy in and he's won Grand Tour stages over multiple Grand Tours in his kind of first year of a team, that's a hard one to look past as well. And yeah, I think he really kind of fits in well at Alpecin. They've got Van der Poel for the classics. Philipsen kind of dabbles in the classics as well, but he's their premier sprinter, and Groves is just there as like this, a really reliable, gets over quite a lot of hills as well. He's super reliable in that sense as well, where they can send him to the other races where they don't want to send Philipsen to kind of go and smash it. They can kind of send him, and he's very competitive. So I think Groves is a real good one as well. And also Søren Kragh, actually, signed for Alpecin. He was very good for their kind of classics campaign. Do you remember when Van der Poel had that mare off the back of Flanders and he like solo dragged him back or something? I know Van der Poel didn't win that day, but I think Søren Kragh has been quietly quite understated this year as well.
This year, there aren't many sort of headline acts, but I think there's a lot of good domestiques. One that went really under the radar, I was raving about him yesterday in Lombardia. Chris Harper really stepped up this year, particularly at the Tour de France. Moved across from Jumbo-Visma, and he's been really influential in Simon Yates' success this year. Also looking towards like Tim Wellens, who got a number of big victories this year and was right in the mix for UAE. I know it feels like a while back since he was right up there. His allergy problems kind of disappears in sort of summertime, but he's had a really strong year as well. Felix Groscharner, I think, for UAE, similarly jumped into that squad and played a really important role in the Tour de France, and particularly in Paris-Nice, towards Pogacar winning those races.
Kelderman, Van Baarle.
Van Baarle, I think definitely, in terms of Jumbo-Visma, that definitely added something.
Rui Costa is probably the most surprising transfer when you think about it. We were kind of saying that, oh, well, he's not really done anything in the last few years. He took a victory early on in the early Spanish one-day races, then won the Tour of Valencia in a very thrilling finish. And then top 10 in Algarve, Drôme Classic, finishing second there. And I mean, the highlight was taking a welter stage win, and fifth in Grand Piemonte this week. So I mean, and you just said early on in the episode he's not got a contract next year. Maybe he's priced himself out for next year.
Yeah, maybe because he's at this weird sort of point in his product life cycle now where he's sort of revived himself at the age of, what is he, 36, 37. So yeah, it's interesting to see where he's going to go in the next year. Also, I mean, I just had another thought about like who do you think is the most underwhelming transfer of the year? What was one you were hoping more for? I mean, Richard Carapaz at EF, he's had some decent success, but I was expecting a lot more from him. At least,
yeah, I would agree. Yeah,
one UCI World Tour level victory this year. We haven't seen that. He came close to one, but missed out. Is anybody else coming to mind? Really?
Espacion for me, going to Trek, not really.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Who else have we got? Tiernan Arensman was quite good, so don't want to put him in the bad.
Yeah, Arensman, especially the judo. Arensman,
yeah,
the judo was absolutely fantastic. You got to point that one out. But see,
underwhelming. Yeah, I'm still struggling on that one.
Christoph.
he did take a stage win though. And are you?
Not at the world tour level.
Oh,
For me, that's a big deal. It has to be
did
a
win
world.
a tour stage.
He didn't win a tour stage, but no, but like a world tour level win. I think that even if it's like a, I don't know, like a Renewy tour stage, that's still like it's a huge deal. But I don't know. I feel like I was a little bit let down by him. That's just me. I'm picky.
This I keep thinking for like we're like I keep thinking of riders who didn't transfer this season but transferred last season. I don't know what.
Ooh, Jan Hirt, my boy.
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
good one. That is a
I
good one.
yeah,
was
wasn't
so
great.
on board the Jan Hirt hype train last year. Then he took that
Yeah,
Judo stage, finished top 10 overall, and I was uber excited for him to be like Remco Evenepoel's right hand man. Just under delivered this year, I feel.
I don't know why, but I'm trying to think of DSM riders.
Oh, oy vey.
I don't know why, but for some reason I just feel like they're the kind of team who really kind of go for like a big chunk of riders to bring in, and there's usually one or two who don't quite live up to the billing.
Ruben Guerrero
Oh,
won the Saudi tour, but do we care
Yeah,
about
he wasn't that great. Where even is he this year? Is he in Movistar?
Movistar.
that? Yeah,
He was
man.
up there in a lot of Tour de France breaks.
Yeah, but so was like like I don't know,
I'm waiting.
Ferron or something.
Yes, and Valentin Ferrand is a god. He's he's fantastic. What are you talking about?
I'm trying to think about.
Sana. Oh, for good one, not
Yes,
bad
yes,
one.
Pippo
Oh,
Tan,
right,
100%.
okay.
And one more good one. I know I'm messing this up completely. Who was I thinking of?
Eddie Dunbar.
Yeah, exactly.
Bike
Was
exchange top
Max
10.
Poole a signing for this year?
I don't think development projects can.
Oh my word.
Yeah, that's a bit far. He was within the team.
Okay, fair enough. Was Tarling a signing for this year, or is that also? I
I don't
can't
know.
think.
I feel like children don't count. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
I feel he's a person. It counts.
Yeah, I
If
think
you
he's
can't
got
buy
both
alcohol in
there.
America, he's not. He simply doesn't
this,
count.
Is he
this is why
riding in
this is
America? There's no more races over there. Thank you.
this is a yeah, this is a near pro season for the Tarling, so it must be a signing. Third at Worlds, won a stage of Renewy Tour, joint youngest World Tour winner with Remco Evenepoel.
This could be it. I mean,
That's
for the
that's pretty
money you're
good.
paying, I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure Adam Yates is on some big dollar or euros or
yeah.
whatever.
Versus Josh Tarling is probably being paid by the Cadbury bar or something like that. Like it's probably I don't know what he's being paid, but I don't think you get paid a lot as a neo pro.
He's getting paid 5 tins of baked beans every week.
Yeah, legit.
This year, we haven't even spoken about Jay Vine as well. Had a good transfer. I think a lot of the good
Yeah.
transfers this year are definitely teammates rather than the headline acts. I reiterate my point.